Okay, in the first part of this bonus section, we're going to set up Facebook login for our application. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to come to developers.facebook.com. And of course, Facebook will require you to have a Facebook account to use this functionality. So this is your starting point. So you'll need a Facebook account. You'll need to go past their various security checks to get to this point. But once you've got to this point and you can see My Apps in the top right hand corner, then you're ready to proceed. So I'm just going to go to My Apps, and what we want to do here, I've already got a few demo examples, but what we're going to do here is use the Create App. Now Facebook have lots of developers, and Facebook developers must get bored because this changes a lot, and I can't promise you that this is going to look the same in a month or even a week from what it looks like now. And what we want to do is look for Facebook login in whatever user interface they spring up next time. Just find something that relates to Facebook login and select that one. And then we can continue. And then we need an app display name. I'm going to go for reactivities. And we need a contact email, which is going to be your Facebook account. And do we have a business manager account, which is optional, so we can skip and we can say create app. Then we need to complete a security check, and security checks nowadays, and I thought I was going to participate in self-driving cars selecting images of traffic lights, but it's let me in. How surprising. So once you've passed whatever security check you needed to go to, then you'll end up coming to this page. And from here we can add products to our application. So what we're going to do is use Facebook login. Now I'm going to add a couple of caveats here about what we're going to be able to achieve. Our Facebook login is going to be stuck in development mode. Facebook have a review process and will review the app before it's approved to be out of development. And there are some restrictions when you're in development mode on this. And one of the restrictions is you can only use the Facebook login for your own Facebook account, nobody else. And you will also be able to create test Facebook user accounts that you can use to test the login. But we will not go as far as allowing the world to connect with their Facebook accounts, as that does require Facebook approval. And due to the current situation in the world, I believe this approval process is paused. So it's really just something we can only see in development mode just now anyway. So what we'll do is we'll set this up regardless, and we'll use the Facebook login. And like I say, this could change, so hunt around for the Facebook login setup. You should see this somewhere in this site. And then we can use a quick start to go and add it. But we don't need much to get started. If we go and take a look at the settings and the basic settings on the dashboard here, then we've got an app ID and we've got an app secret. And just make a note of these two values, as we'll need to make use of them in our application. So just make a note of those two values, and then what we'll do is we'll head down to the roles and click on test users. And what we're going to do is just create a couple of test users we can use in our application. So we'll click on add, and we'll just create two test users, and we'll create the test users. And we get some really quite long names with this. So I'm just going to edit this and say change name or password. And I'll just remove the extras and just have Barbara. And I'll just type in the normal training password for both of these users. And save this one. And name contains too few words. Okay, so we'll say Barbara test and click save. Something went wrong and no information. So I'll click save again, and that did the job, and I'll click edit on the second one, and let's try will test, and we'll add the password and save, and something went wrong again, but let's see if we can save the next time around. Okay. So now we've got two users and we know the passwords, and you might just want to take a note of their email addresses as well, as that's what you'll need to use to log in to Facebook with these accounts. So I'm just going to copy them and make a note of them. And let's see if there's anything we need to do in the Facebook login just now. And all of this information we can leave blank. There's one thing that's annoying, this enforce HTTPS. Now we can test this on localhost, but we do see errors in the console about not using HTTPS when we're using this. And it's just a warning, it's nothing to give us any problems about testing whilst we're in development mode. But now we're good. Now we've got what we need to get started, and what we're going to do next is take a look at Heroku again, and we're going to take a look at a different way of deploying our application.